I'm Tim Gleason. I am directing the iconic American play Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams at No Theater. It felt, and it probably will after this, like unfinished business. There's so much meat on the bone, shall we say, inside of this play. From 20 years ago when I first was involved with this to now, I feel like I've obviously grown in personal experience in that time, and that has changed the play for me, just having an understanding of life. Bookended between that play and this play, I got to play Tom in a production in New England, and that was a life-changing thing for me, cherished forever. And it's a story that is timeless, and I don't know if Mr. Williams knew that when he wrote it, but everything he talks about today in this play is happening all around us every day. Struggle to stay alive, survive, keep your family together. Want your children to stay longer in your home than they should. And wondering what will come next, and how do I keep everybody happy and stay alive. And that's very much happening in our world right now, like it or not. But there's, as you were commenting, there's beauty in the writing, there's humor in the relationships, as tragic as the story may seem to people on the outside who've heard the general story. There's many hours when we're here working, I find myself laughing at some of the things that Amanda or Tom says, or the gentleman caller for that matter. You know, this is one of those, if I could get away with it, that it would come back more often than 20 years apart. Yeah, I don't think you can ever be done with any of these characters of this play. It's just that beautiful. It's not a mistake. The people that show up on the stage here at No, I'm very purposeful in that, so that when we draw our swords, we're not teaching anybody how to use it. We're giving them some directions about maybe a thrust and a parry, but I'm not going to have to show them which part is the handle and which part is the blade. And that accelerates the work. And with good actors, I just make a suggestion and get out of the way. So this cast has allowed me to do that. We've hit some speed bumps and moments, of course, where I have to get a little more hands-on. But it's still, I can speak in shorthand. I don't have to get the ABCs out. And that just accelerates the work. And I believe that this thing we do requires that of us. It's never been inside this building, let's put on a show. It's about how can we honor the work of this American icon of a playwright who is one of my personal hero as a writer. So it's our responsibility, I feel, to do it right. And that's why I try and pick the people that I have up there, because I know they have that same kind of philosophy. And then we all just sit and get wrapped up in it and bask in the afterglow of a scene we do that has hit the mark. And that's what we want to do to these people out here, you know. And it's very similar to other classics. I just saw Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman, and I'm listening to the themes in that, and the same themes are in this. And this, Mr. Williams beat him to the punch in that sense. 44, I think he wrote that in 49. But the themes are there. How do we get by? Yeah. How do I love my children? How do I honor them and still be the man I think I am? Now, in our case, Dad ran away, so we're dealing without him. But he's very present in the play, as people will see him when they come. He's still, even though he fell in love with long distance, he's still with us. So it's just a responsibility that I think gets sold short sometimes, that the play demands and requires us to do its proper justice.
What brings you personally to the theater? What makes you think I have to see this show, or I got to be there?
Sometimes it's wanting to see someone at the peak of their craft.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a reminder to me that there's miles to go before I sleep, that there, as many years as I've been doing this, that there's still room for me to get better and to grow. It feels like it might be torturous, but it's more fulfilling to know that I can still get better There's still places to go, and to be reminded or verify that live theater, there's nothing on the planet like it, and it has the power to change people's lives. And I like when I go, and even if I know the story of the play, and I've seen it before, that it can still have the power that I react as if I've never heard the words before. And that's why I go. And that's why I pursue it. Sometimes I see shows, depending on the level or the geography, that I wish had tried harder to honor the things I just talked about. That it is the play, it's not the people who are in it. But that's a growth process for actors. We were all there. I remember starting early and running out and saying, "Did you see me up there?" You know, but you grow past that to what am I going to do to these people? So it's an evolution of a person as an actor. But I can't get enough of it. It's now my life, and I'll be doing it probably my last words. Hopefully, Jason's there with the camera to catch me as right before I go off to the nap, you know, and cut, you know. But no, it's the most wonderful thing on the planet, I think. And AI's out there, but they can never take the place of live theater.
Yeah.
They can do film maybe, can't take our place.
That's right.